Well, here we are, everybody, returning back to Monsta X Monday. Yes, and to let you all know, I hope that you aren't mad with me, because I do have to admit, the post the other day asking about what you thought was the saddest songs, I wanted to go through and see what people actually said, and I wanted to include the ones that I didn't know. So, with that being said, a few of those songs that are on here are going to be playing today, starting today. Yes, that is correct. So, just keep that in mind. So, anyway, however, this song I was already going to include because I have been listening to this song nearly nonstop since I accidentally found it after 1 Week Club. There was a day at work that I was like, oh, I want to listen to some Monsta X, so I have my usual playlist. Got to the end, and it played this song. It's been on my mind ever since. So, let's listen to the song, and then I want to talk about some things that I really like about the song. So, let's check it out.
Go out and get it, give it all you got. You never get over the view from the top.
Just reach the finish, just ring the bell. You'll have trophies to show and stories to tell, yeah. It's hard not to believe it, but don't you get the feeling of finding the gold, it's losing the rainbow. The colors are there, they're not the same though. Maybe you know the moment you have it, beginning to hold it. Let's go of the magic. If touching the sky is why we're all reaching, are we missing the point and missing the meaning? Is it the knowing? Is it the seeing? Or is it the dreaming? Is it the dreaming? Remember that moment, turn on like a light. You had nothing on paper, it was all in your mind.
You saw it all perfect, he gave you a rush, and I'll bet you right now he probably still does.
So if you're halfway through it, would you even wanna do it?
If finding the gold is losing the rainbow, the colors are there, they're not the same though. Maybe you know the moment you have it, beginning to hold it. Let's go of the magic.
If touching the sky is why we're all reaching, are we missing the point and missing the meaning? Is it the knowing? Is it the seeing? Is it the dreaming? Is it the dreaming? If you're still smiling, we're on a mile to go. If you've got the answer, let us all know. It's finding the gold, worth losing the rainbow. The colors are there, are they the same though? Maybe you know the moment you have it, beginning to hold it. Let's go of the magic. If touching the sky, that's why we're all reaching now. We're missing the point, we're missing the meaning. Is it the knowing? Is it the seeing? Or is it the dreaming? Is it the dreaming?
Whew, this is going to be a bit of a lengthy one, I have a feeling. I kind of want to look at this more from a writing perspective and focus a little bit on the lyrics, because I think there's a lot going on here that I really like. First and foremost, very obviously this is written in minor, E minor to be exact, and I think the songwriting itself, or the lyric writing, kind of fits that. First and foremost, I think the thing that I want to point out is just the way that the piano sounds. It has that kind of out of tune, off in the distance kind of sound to it. Weirdly enough, to me, like, I think the thing that kind of catches my ear on this is it's almost something like you'd hear like in like Chrono Trigger, or like an old Final Fantasy game when the music really kind of stood out a little bit more. Of course, the new one does really good with that. It just has this, first and foremost, unreachable like sound. There's that longing.
Go out and get it, give it all you got. You never get over the view from the top. Just
love that. Go on and get it. Go, I love.
Never get over the view from the top.
Yeah, that's cool. You'll never get over the view from the top.
Just reach the finish, just ring the bell, you'll have trophies to show.
You'll have trophies just to show.
Stories to tell, yeah. It's hard not to believe it, but don't you get the feeling of finding the gold, is losing the rainbow, the color.
And see, that right there, that is so interesting.
Finding the gold, is losing the rainbow, the colors are there, they're not the same though.
You choose to get the gold, you lose the rainbow and the colors that are there.
Finding the gold, is losing the rainbow, the colors are there, they're not the same though. Maybe you know the moment you're having, beginning to hold it, let's go of the magic.
See, that is so good. That writing is extremely deep. And the truth of the matter is that recently we've been talking a lot about kind of like dreams and chasing dreams and stuff like that. And I'm not really one to tease a whole lot, but there's been a few things that I have always wanted to do in my life. And I would say right now things are progressing very well towards a lot of those. And it's interesting because it's true. It's true. The pursuit of that thing that makes you kind of get up and chase that dream. It's really, really interesting because when you have a dream, it's a dreamlike state, right? You have all these wonderful colors, all these wonderful monsters, and all these wonderful ideas, and you sit there and think like, this is going to change the world. I'm going to absolutely just come through and like a hurricane and just change the whole landscape, and everybody's going to just be so shocked, like the typical dream. But the truth of the matter is like, there are so many things that end up happening as you start to pursue those final pieces. And suddenly you realize it's not just all the glitz and glamour and prettiness and the colors, and even the gold feels a little more weighty than you would expect. And, weirdly enough, in terms of just life in general, there's something so beautiful about the chase. And as you start kind of nearing towards the end of that chase, it just really does feel quite like a different feeling. Like I said, it's really tough. It's really, really tough.
If touching the sky is why we're all reaching, are we missing the point and missing the meaning?
We're all reaching for the point but missing the meaning. Oh.
Are we missing the point and missing the meaning? Is it the moon? Is it the sea? Or is it the dreaming? Is it the dreaming? Remember that moment, turned on like a light. You had nothing on paper, it was all in your mind. You saw it all perfect, it gave you a rush, and I'll bet you right now it probably still does. So if you're halfway through it, would you even wanna do it? If finding the gold is losing the rainbow, the color.
I think one of the things that's really tough and really sad about it too is that because the dream itself, it really does have this glossy like state. And I remember feeling like there's nothing that could take that gloss off. And now, the interesting thing is sometimes what it feels like that it takes the sacrifices that you have to make, and sometimes the way that it kind of does jade you in some ways makes you realize that there is a price to pay, and you're not going to be the person you were when you started the journey. And I think, honestly, if it's me personally, the biggest piece of advice is if you can learn how to keep the wonderment of it alive, is the biggest key to being able to enjoy that dream. It's tough. It is a very, very tricky thing to pull. Honestly, this might actually be my favorite song from Monsta X now. I know I recently did a whole thing about this, but the song is so good. It's like I said, if you're one of those people that is pursuing your dream, don't let it jade you getting to the top. The interesting thing is, once in a while, I feel like as a content creator, you gotta have these kind of moments. I was sitting there, and my mom wanted to show me a song. So we got together, started listening to the song, and I thought to myself, wow, I have lost my way. I am not the same person, and I don't feel like that I've been doing what is right and why I actually started this channel. I haven't been doing that. So that's why, if you notice, like a lot of the shorts that I've been doing is focused like on people's ranges, their abilities, making these like small little comments here and there. I want to kind of go back to what this channel is about, which is the vocal appreciation and the lyric writing. And this is the key to start it all off. So yeah, remember, if you're chasing your dream, don't let it jade you. And remember the reason. And don't forget that you're not trying to get the point. Anyway, we'll see you in the next video. Bye, Victus.